seem to have a few cameras around your neck there. Why have you come here today?
Photographer very concerned about this this new mission creep, I like to call it, Section 76. It's a bit of a worry. It's a huge worry actually. So yeah, coming out to have a voice, flex our democratic muscle.
Don't have a laugh.
And yeah, that's about it.
Obviously, police are photographed in tourist situations. They're photographed at community events, and they're photographed at protests as well.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's important to maintain the right to take photographs as and when you like?
It's important because photographers are the eyes of the eyes of a democracy really, or eyes of the people. That's how they read a lot of the news and see things. The worry about, I think, of this new law coming in, Section 76, is that it's been left to the police to interpret and the courts to interpret, and that shouldn't be allowed. We see that, gross violations with Section 44 at the moment, Section 43, and this is
Section 44 is the stop and search powers under the Terrorism Act.
So that's more Section 43. So that area there, but it's just where these things progress to. We always see a law come in and then we see it mission creep beyond that and become something greater. And the thing about this is, what's going to happen when the general public at the moment isn't really concerned about this, or they don't really know about it. I've been speaking to people that aren't photographers and they've not known about it. But when it gets to affect them, it's going to be too late. And if someone gets arrested, or if someone is wrongly arrested or beaten by the police, we can't take a photograph of them. Photojournalists can't do anything about it because there'll be a policeman in the shot. So that protects any violation that they do towards the public. It's a mass concern.
I saw you girls taking a photo of the police officers before. Under new legislation, you could be arrested under the Terrorism Act.
Yeah, hopefully not though today. I think everyone seems really nice. The police guys look like they're loving it. I don't understand where this has come from or anything.
And the policeman over there was saying that it would be really difficult. Basically, they can only arrest someone if they find out that they're using it for a terrorist purpose or something like that. So it's going to be really difficult for someone to prove that anyway.
Well, the legislation states that the officer only has to have reasonable suspicion that the photos might be useful for terrorist purposes. And considering,
I don't think we look like...
No, I was going to say, it's just completely obscene. You just think with one law, they could stop like two 19-year-old girl students and stop us and think that our pictures might be used for terrorist acts. It's absolutely obscene, and like, you can't legislate something like this.
Did you know that under current terrorism stop and search powers, 399 of the 400 people stopped are released immediately?
What a waste of time then. I don't understand.
Why are they wasting the time of people taking pictures because they want to take pictures when there's crime happening on the street?
And that's where
they need to be.
Absolutely mental. And it just seems like to take a picture of a policeman is like they're a symbol of safety and security. And as soon as you take away all pictures of policemen, it's like people are just going to think that they don't exist in England. It's mad.
Do you think the police at protests have recently come under some criticism for the way that they've dealt with the protesters. Do you think that they might be trying to stop negative press coming out about them?
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, maybe.
That makes a lot more sense. It's like, as opposed to emphasis of like, so we can't get pictures of what they're doing wrong.
Yeah, true.
In fact, that's exactly why they're doing it.
Cover their backs.
I just saw you taking some video footage of the police there. Do you think you might be at risk of arrest?
If they wanted to use the current legislation, I would be at risk of arrest. Could be deemed a terrorist or providing material that could be used in a terrorist activity. It's a bit silly, really. I mean, whether they're going to enforce it or not, I don't think they are going to enforce it. I mean, there's lots of people here, so they're not really going to. There's been quite a few cops to deal with everyone down here, but more sort of worrying on things like demos. If the police start beating people up or anything, then they've got the right to just confiscate that footage and take your equipment away. So it's scary that they've got this power they can use, because I mean, obviously you've got the credit crunch happening, the whole world's going a bit fucking crazy at the moment, it's a bit mental, and all they need to do is say to the cops, right, we're going to start enforcing this legislation, and it comes down from the top down, and then they will start doing it. So the fact they've got it there and they can use it if they want to use it. I mean, Hitler never even had laws like that. I mean, obviously photography wasn't as rife in the 30s, and there wasn't as abundant of cameras as there is today.
Why do you think it's important for, you said that at demos when police behaviour is on public display, why do you think it's important to take photos and video of the police?
I mean, just because, just from my experience at demos, you go to demos and a lot of them, they're using sort of military tactics, and they try, it's almost as if they want riots to happen and trouble to be caused, and it always brings the sort of demos down. But it's good to, if you can obviously film, capture what's happening, it's good sort of just to have really. Obviously they've got you go to any demo and they've got, I don't know, 20 police with video cameras and the pit squad running around sort of filming us. So I don't see why we shouldn't be able to film them. At the end of the day, they're public servants paid for by tax money who are doing a job for us. They're shouldn't be doing a job for the government, they should be doing a job for the people. And I'll say I've got nothing against police officers. My sister's in fact a police officer, so I can't really hate them too much.